For those looking for amusement, YouTube is a fantastic resource. However, not all nations have embraced the video sharing site with the same fervor as others. YouTube is restricted in a number of nations, including Brazil, Germany, China, Iran, and Turkey. While many limitations have been temporary, others have been in place for years with little sign of easing up in some nations. Here are the top 5 nations where YouTube is restricted. 1. North Korea. One of the world's most remote nations is North Korea. Its government severely restricts the use of the internet and places restrictions on information access among other modes of communication. Only individuals with official clearance are permitted to use the internet. YouTube, along with Facebook, Twitter, and websites from South Korea, was reportedly blocked in North Korea in June 2016. The majority of North Koreans already didn't have access to YouTube due to the country's regular internet usage limitations, so it appeared that this block had been targeted at outsiders. North Koreans utilize a national intranet, or Kwangmyong, with prescribed and regulated online material in place of the internet. 2. Turkmenistan. In 2009, YouTube was restricted by the government-owned internet service provider in Turkmenistan. According to Russia Today, the YouTube ban was a component of a campaign to remove websites that were disfavored by the Turkmen government. The country's media is tightly restricted, according to Reporters Without Borders, and the few people who can use the internet frequently do so at internet cafes where they are required to provide identification. 3. China. One of the nations with the most sophisticated technology is China. On the other hand, China's government places restrictions on what its citizens are allowed to view and do online. In China, YouTube was originally prohibited in October 2007 for a period of 5 months. From that point until March 2009, when YouTube was once more disabled, Chinese citizens could once again access it. The block has been in place ever since. There are several explanations for why YouTube is blocked in China. One of the most likely theories is that it was blocked in China because it did not adhere to the rules requiring it to operate service there and to follow Chinese government censorship guidelines. Youku, a local substitute for YouTube and a video streaming service, operates similarly. From various locations in China, including Hong Kong, Macau, the Shanghai Free Trade Zone, particular hotels, and by using a VPN, users may still access the site and view YouTube. Iran. After an inflammatory movie trailer was released on the website in 2012, Iran suspended access to YouTube, as well as other Google products. In 2006 and 2009, Iran twice restricted and then allowed access to YouTube. CNN said that Google and YouTube were prohibited for continuing to carry the video clip that offended Iranian people's religious beliefs in response to public pressure. According to The Telegraph, some users claimed that the embargo on Iran was abruptly removed in 2016. But this was only a passing phase. Sudan. In September 2012, YouTube was blocked in Sudan for the same reason it was blocked in Iran, the publication of the Innocence of Muslims video. According to Reuters, YouTube was blocked because it disregarded a request from the Sudanese government to restrict access to the divisive movie. Why do some nations limit access to YouTube? YouTube is blocked in numerous countries for a variety of reasons. For instance, YouTube was temporarily blocked by the government of the United Arab Emirates in 2006 because it did not distinguish between adult and kid-friendly video. After seeing recordings of protests held in the Libyan city of Benghazi by the relatives of prisoners executed at Abu Salim prison in 1996, Libya also temporarily banned YouTube. Another nation to censor YouTube because of the Innocence of Muslims movie was Bangladesh. Restrictions were imposed in September 2012, however, they were lifted in June 2013, 9 months later. YouTube restrictions are more common than you think in more countries than you may imagine. While some bans and limits are the product of censorship and authoritarian governments, others are arbitrary or have to do with how the government interacts with the internet service provider.